Hey everybody, it's Stacy. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be filming for the week of August 12th to the 18th in my Erin Condren, and we're going to be using this kit called Sun Sand Sea from my shop. I was so excited to use this kit. It was such a fun summery kit. I love the blue and the floral. It was so pretty, so I knew I had to keep it as one of my summer spreads. So right now I'm just going to go in and put all my full boxes in, as well as my glitter headers. You'll also see that this week I really tried to use a lot more foil. I used silver foil for this spread because I think it went the best. I'm not usually the best at using a ton of foil, just because I think I just get lazy and I just kind of want to start the spread already. I don't want to have to go and get everything out and have to find everything, so I usually just start. But this week I really tried to make sure I had everything ready so I could make a really cute spread. And I'm really happy I did because I think it turned out so well. So I ended up using some full box overlays, some corners, some header overlays, and I think it turned out so cute. So I'm just going to go and speed this up for you guys so you guys can see what I all did, and I'll be right back. Alright, so now we have all of our full boxes down and our foil overlays. I'm just putting the glitter headers on the top. I tried really hard to use my tweezers to put this foil down. I was like, yeah, I'm going to be this really awesome YouTuber and put the foil all down really cute on with these tweezers. But it was super hard. Like, I don't know how people do it. I could not get it to work, so I think I just need to practice more, because I even have a nice brand of tweezers. I don't know, I could not get them to work. So if you guys use your tweezers, I give you full props for doing that, because I cannot. So now I'm just going to go and do my washi bar. I like to use some Simply Gilded washi. These are all Simply Gilded, but I also like to use some of the washi strips that come in the kit. I just think it makes the kit more uniform and just kind of brings all those colors together. So I try and do a mixture of 15 and the 10mm washi from Simply Gilded. You know, my collection is so huge, you gotta use it somewhere. And I didn't use any for the bottom washi this week because that floral washi was so pretty, I was not going to mess that up. So I'm just doing a mixture of the 10 and 15mm kind of staggered along, and then you'll see now I'm just taking washi from that kit and just kind of filling in those spaces. And I just kind of look on my previous week to see how long I want them, but it's usually about the length, I'd say a little bit longer than a quarter box, maybe a quarter box and the header size amount. And then I just kind of cut it all off at the top, and I put my glitter headers back on just to make the whole thing seem very seamless. And I did end up putting the glitter header overlays on top too, just because I thought that lack of foil there would just make it stand out a lot, and I didn't really want that. So I'm going to go put my glitter headers on, and then I'll put my weekend banner on top of that. Sorry if my voiceover seems a little choppy today. I have a very sore throat. I'm not like coughing or anything, but my throat is really sore, so I feel like I have to take a lot of breaks because I can only talk for so long and then my voice gets really tired. So now I'm going to put my weekend banner on. I love that part. I just think it's so cute how the weekend banner always turns out. And I do more on the weekends than I do during my weekday, but I think it's just too cute not to do, so I try to put it on. So now I'm going to put my date dots on my date covers, and I'm using the ones from the kit, and these are just silver date squares from my shop. I think they added the nice touch of foil that you need. Anybody else like always have like random numbers left? I always find that they're always so random. And then my daughter decided to one day to decide to use a bunch, and I was like, great, now I don't have a full week. But that's okay. There, she always gets to play with my stickers anyways, so she doesn't really understand which ones she can't use and which ones she can. I always give her all my leftover stickers, so if she saw them on my table, she probably thought that she could use them. Alright, so we're moving on to the sidebar now. I'm just going to put some Simply Gilded washi underneath that full box. I love this vertical stripe washi. I hope she brings out more colors of this because I think it's gorgeous and it's just so fun and different than just the solid. But I'm not super into like the really patterned washi because I find they're really hard to use in a lot of spreads because maybe like the one color works but then other ones don't, and then if I put them in my bottom washi I find it so busy that I don't really like how it looks. So I really like these simple patterns that she's been doing. Then I just put a gratitude box for my gratitude for the week, an anxiety tracker, and my currently reading to mark how my anxiety was for the week as well as what I'm reading. And this like beginning of fall time, nothing, because it has just been super busy with the shop, so I haven't really been reading, and my downtime has really just been really downtime. So I think in this week I still was reading The Hollow City, so I put that in there at the end. And then at the very bottom of my sidebar, I just put a picture of my daughter. She was really trying really hard to practice her math and learning how to tell time this week, and I thought it was so cute, so I put a picture of her doing that. Okay, moving on to Monday, it was my nephew's birthday, so I put one of these little prairie girls down to mark that. Then on that day, I went for an oil change for my Escape. And then anytime that I go for an oil change, there is a Tim Hortons like right beside the dealership. So I always just go to Tim Hortons while they're working on it. Since I have to drive to a different town to get my oil changed, then I just stay there and I usually just end up working while I'm there. It was also a super rainy day, so I put one of these little rain icons down to mark it was a rainy day. Then that whole afternoon I did work, so I put a laptop sticker down to mark printing and cutting. I started with this Millies Paper Girl, but I ended up moving her because I just felt like there was too many icons on the Tuesday section that you'll see later on that I didn't want to put it there. Then my husband had a staff meeting that day, so I just took a bow to mark that. And then I ended up doing some canning that evening. I made some pickles, which, hallelujah, they are done because I am so tired of making pickles. And I'm very tired of canning, so I'm really glad the garden is almost done because I feel like I've been doing that non-stop. And then the last thing I did in the evening was watch Good Girls with my husband, so I just took a TV icon to mark watching Good Girls. Has anybody seen that show on Netflix? Because I think it's hilarious and it's so good. If you guys haven't seen it, go check it out. I find it hilarious. So let me know in the comments down below if you have watched that show. On Tuesday, I did a lot of work this day, so this is where I moved that Millies Paper Co girl to mark printing and cutting. I think she looks so much better in the half boxes. And then I just replaced the Monday one with a laptop sticker. Then my daughter had a play date with her friend, so I used Planner Mania, like best friends girls, to mark that. I think those girls are so cute. I love them so much. Oh, I have so much trouble with figuring out which side of the box to put these little things on. I always just want to put them straight, but sometimes they have to be backwards. And I always seem to have so much trouble with them, so you'll see me a lot just tearing them up and putting them back down. And then I read in the morning, so I was reading Hollow City, so I used a Prairie Girl to mark reading. Then while my daughter had a play date, I decided it was a perfect time to clean my cupboards, so I just used a piece of washi from the kit and then the Clean the Cupboard sticker from the spring cleaning sheet. And my husband had a hair appointment in the evening, so I just used an appointment label and a hair appointment sticker to mark that. I know a lot of people ask like why I put my husband's stuff in my planner, but this is like a scrapbook, so this is like things that we do, our whole family, not just me, not just the personal things that I do. Most of them are, but there's some things that my family does, like my daughter's play date, my husband's haircut. I just like to put everything in my planner. Then that evening I went to yoga, so I took one of the yoga poses to mark that. And then when I came back, then me and my husband watched Orange is the New Black, so I just used a TV icon to mark watching Orange is the New Black. On Wednesday, I slept in this day, so I used a little pillow icon from Be Happy Plans. I love these pillow icons. I think they're so cute with the eyelashes on there. They're adorable. So I used that to mark sleeping in. And then I went outside with the kids while they were playing, and I just designed. So I used a Prairie Planner girl it's on her laptop to mark designing. And then we ended up going for lunch this day to George's, so I used this like chicken fingers. I think it's supposed to be like fish and chips, but I always use it for chicken fingers because I don't often have fish and chips, but I do eat a lot of chicken fingers. So I used that one from the fast food sheet to mark going out for lunch. And then I just took some more of that striped Simply Gilded washi to fill in the space. And then I worked in the afternoon, so I took a laptop icon to mark printing and cutting. That evening, my husband had a baseball game, so I took an appointment label, and then these two stickers are from the baseball sheet, the baseball mitt, and then the word game. And then I went to Tim's that evening, so I took the coffee icon from the kit, to mark going to Tim's. And then during my husband's baseball games, I often will bring my laptop and design because the kids always have like friends that are over or at the games. Like they always just find friends. And it's always just me just sitting there. So I often will like get some work done while I'm watching the baseball game. So that's always nice. So I used the computer icon from the kit to mark designing. And then when I came back home, I watched some YouTube. So I used a TV icon from Planner Mania to mark that. Now I'm just going to go in and fill everything out for Wednesday. I find it so much easier to just place all my icons first and then to write everything, especially on Wednesday when you have to do this coil thing. Like I would hate it if I had to like write on something and then move it because it's hard enough to write on this coil as it is, especially when it gets to like this time of year. Like I know I'm not caught up fully, but like the second half of the year in this Erin Condren planner is so hard to write on the coil. I have to turn it over. It's getting so thick. Okay, so moving off to the second half of the week, on Thursday I was working in the morning, so I did some printing and cutting. So I took a laptop icon to mark that. And then I went to the park with my sister-in-law, so I took a half box and then a playground sticker to mark going to the park with her. And then we decided to just go walk over to Dairy Queen for lunch. The park is like right across the street from Dairy Queen. So I took a burger from the fast food sheet to mark going out for lunch. You'll see on the side there I have like this pre-template thing for my week, so it makes my stickers so much faster. I just took like a back of an old sticker sheet and then I just divided it into sections, and then I put down stickers that I'm going to use for that day. It just makes my filming so much easier as opposed to like me flipping through my binders of stickers to try and find the right ones. I've just been kind of like pre-planning them as on this sheet, and I think it's turning out so much better because it's faster for me to film these videos for you guys. Then we went to the farmer's market in the afternoon, so I just took a piece of washi and on top of that put a farmer's market sticker. And then I decided to try on all my kids' clothes for fall, so I went through their entire wardrobe. They all brought them into the living room and we just changed clothes, all their shirts, all their pants, all their shorts, everything, and just saw what fit and what didn't because they had definitely grown and they were going to need new stuff for school coming up. So I was going to go shopping the next day, so we just went and tried all their clothes on the day before so I knew exactly what I needed to buy. And then to mark that, I just used, oh, there was a fly on there. That was really weird. I just used a Millies Paper Co in front of her closet trying to decide sheet sticker to mark that. Sorry, that fly is really distracting me. And then in the evening I went to visit my mom and dad, so I just took a bow to mark that. For Friday, the first thing I did was upload a video for you guys, and then we went shopping in the city, me, my mom, and the kids. So I used this Millies Paper Co with her shopping bags. That was definitely us. We got a lot of stuff for the kids. I got a couple new fall things. Me and my son needed dress clothes for a wedding that we had coming up. Ashley's Planner, I don't know if you guys follow her. She is one of my PR girls. I'll leave her Instagram link down below, but we went to her wedding. So my son was the ring bearer, so he needed a shirt, and I needed a dress for the occasion. Then when I came home, I just kind of watched a lot of YouTube, so I took a YouTube icon to mark that. And then I did a bunch of planning, so I took a quarter box and a Prairie Girl to mark planning. And then I had some space, so I just put some Simply Gilded washi. I thought that blue washi was perfect. It was like a dark blue to a light blue and just like a gradient. And it was so, so pretty. So I knew I had to use that somewhere. And then in the evening, me and my husband watched Orange is the New Black, so I took a Millies Paper Co that's watching Netflix to mark that. Now, this is where you guys are going to laugh at me like crazy because you know how I've been talking how we're watching all the Marvel movies? Well, I think I've watched way too many because I'm getting them all mixed up now. So I actually put at the bottom the movie marquee because I knew I needed to put it down. And I put an Iron Man guy and I totally messed up because that's not the movie we watched. And I'll even write in Iron Man. And my husband comes in after I'm done filming. I was so proud of how the spread turned out. I showed him, and he looks at me and he's like, yeah, no, that was Thor. So you guys are going to laugh at me. I even wrote it in. I was so proud of myself how it turned out. But I do end up changing it, just not on this film. I know. The people that are die-hard Marvel fans are going to laugh at me so hard, but yes, I think I've watched too many of these movies because they're all just kind of melding together now. Especially the names, because the names are so crazy. Like this one was Thor, I did it again. Thor Ragnarok, and I don't know, I just got them all mixed up. Anyways, first thing in the morning I went for breakfast with my parents, so I used one of these icons from the breakfast sheet. And then I did some designing in the afternoon, so I used Prairie Girl to mark that. And while I designed, I watched a lot of YouTube, so this is a TV icon from Planner Mania. And then I ended up vacuuming, so I just took a vacuum sticker. And then we watched 2 Marvel movies this evening. We watched Doctor Strange, so I took another TV icon from Planner Mania. And then in the movie marquee, I ended up changing it to a Thor icon from Coffee Monsters Co. And it will say Thor Ragnarok. But yes, Iron Man Ragnarok, currently it is. Okay, moving on to Sunday, we went for a walk as a family first thing in the morning, so I took a shoe icon to mark that. And then I worked in the garden. I was like taking all of the rotten stuff out and getting all the produce that was good out and weeding and just going crazy working in the garden. So I used this Coffee Monsters Co. guy with a little watering can to mark that. And then I ended up filming a video. I actually think it was, no, I don't know which video it was. So this film video is from Be Happy Plans. They are so cute. I love them. Then we have a gathering in the evening, so I took a bow to mark that. When we came home in the evening, I wanted to make relish the next day, so I had to prep it. You had to like cut everything up, like dice everything, and then it has to sit overnight so that the liquid all comes out. So I used a Prairie Girl Cooking to mark that. And then I also made spaghetti sauce. So I used a canning sticker to mark making spaghetti sauce. Alright guys, so now I think I'm going to go in and fill out my sidebar after I fill in the rest of the week. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry if my voiceover was a little bad just because of my cold. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please give this video a big thumbs up if you did. Please leave any comments you have down below. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!